So I think, especially for the students here today, I think they're very interested in learning what a job or a career in media communication actually means. So maybe you could talk about a little bit what a typical day or a typical day in your life or at work would be like. Maybe just give some examples, or so people have a snapshot of what a career would be like in this field.
First, journalism is a really fun job. It's really interesting because you write about so many different companies and you meet different people, and that's one of the things I like most about it. Is every day is different. One day I'll spend the entire day writing about Motorola. The next day I'll spend the entire day writing about Unilever. The next day it might be McDonald's or KFC. It's completely different. And my database has about 3,000 names in it from Asia, and that's really quite fascinating, learning about these companies. But the day does involve a lot of research. I read about 20 or 30 titles on a daily or weekly basis, online, hard copy. There's a lot of time spent reading, doing online research. I spent a lot of time on the phone, a lot of time on email. I've even had to do interviews by SMS on occasion because you get people, and have you ever had to do that?
Sort of.
Yeah.
I guess I can speak both for the job I have now as well as working at the Standard. They're actually very different, but sort of the same. The Standard is a lot like a newspaper. I mean, sort of conceptually, you can think of it as a lot of empty pages at the beginning of the day that need to be filled by the end of the day. So we're all sent out on different assignments to go to press conferences or to cover this or that, or I don't know, something exploded or somebody got killed or something, and you get sent out to do that. So you go out with your notebook, you come back to the office with your notes all full, you make an extra phone call or two, and then you got like half an hour to bang the thing out. So it's a pretty straightforward and simple day. At the Wall Street Journal, there's a little more feature writing. We don't write every day. We try to take more of a step back view. We're writing for readers, mostly American readers, many of whom have never been to China or Hong Kong. And we're always told, don't assume they know Hong Kong is a part of China. Many of them think Hong Kong's Japan or something. So you just write it for like pretty simple, straightforward sort of thing. So, I mean, these days, I'm doing a lot of business news. As we all know, there's a lot of business news to write about. So we'll be watching the markets when we come in the morning. Usually I'll have a couple of chats with people from different sectors. I write about the real estate market as well. So sometimes I talk to real estate people. I talk to people in the stock market. I also have to monitor all the local news. I have a pretty broad portfolio here, so I'm also picking up the South China Morning Post every day, picking up the Standard every day, picking up Mingbo every day, and picking up everything every day, and just looking through it and just making sure that I sort of am monitoring what's going on in this part of the world.
And what's really interesting about the advertising, which is the business of developing brand and communication strategy, and the business of developing great ideas that build brands and businesses. So yeah, it changes every day, and it's often stressful. I tend to work Hong Kong hours, 9:30, 10 o'clock to about 9 o'clock, every day. I've gotten used to it over the years, but I enjoy it, And if you enjoy what you're doing, the time goes by very fast.
Ad Age has a video program, and I'm now not only a print journalist. I'm the editor of Ad Age China, which is a digital-only title. So now I'm a web reporter, much more than a print reporter. But we're doing audio and video, and I've had to learn how to put together video clips, from interviews and splice them together and send that to New York. And that's a whole. I mean, it's changed tremendously in 15 years. So, but I have an audio recorder. I've had to learn how to edit audio tapes. So these are not skills I thought I would need 15 years ago.